This is the first time I saw it. They gave me a DVD a while back to see, but I didn't have a DVD player, so like Ronnie Van Zant would give you anything, I gave that to somebody. I said, don't you tell nobody about it, anybody show up. This is my first time, and believe me, I had to walk out a couple times. It was tough to see this. And after these 40-something years, if you don't know what post-traumatic stress will do to you, just look at this face. It'll. I gotta be careful what I say, because I'll start crying like a whipped baby. I'm gonna let Sean start this thing out and see what he wants to do.
Thanks, Steve. Well, thank you all for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. Do you guys have any questions for Gene or myself or Chad?
Give me your most favorite time, the happiest you were in that time frame.
In that time frame? Oh, man. In the boat? And Ronnie Van Zant called that big bass. See that look on his face?
What lake was that?
Lake Delancey. We loved to fish at Delancey and Orange Lake, but Lake Delancey was favorite. McGurk's Creek was our very favorite fishing hole. And if you don't know this, the Timuquana Bridge that runs to Timuquana, the south side of that bridge is where McGurk's Creek starts. McGurk Creek runs down past the Navy base, all the way down through the backwoods, crosses under 295, goes south a little bit, and that's the Duval County, Clay County line, where McGurk's Creek goes under Blanton Boulevard. Just hang on, keep yours on. And we used to fish as kids in McGurk's Creek and caught more black bass than people will ever dream of catching. We lost more than anybody will ever dream of catching. And he wanted that old truck and that old bass, and he could go fishing with a lot of people, Bill Ferris and family members, whatever, but when he wanted to go bass fishing, it was me and him. And I guess it was meant to be that I was in the boat with him when he caught his trophy bass. He always wanted that trophy bass. He wanted an old truck, and he got both of them a month or two before he died. And that was a great time. All those times with the band and growing up, all those times are good. Every day you're above ground is good. And believe me, and if you know anybody that you love and you pass away, it sticks with you forever. And you can ask questions. The first thing I want to bring up, I'm smarter than Flat Frog, but these guys knew how to put this together, and I told them there wasn't going to be none of that blood and gore, no bodies everywhere, none of that bull's crap. I wanted this done professionally. And you notice, if you've seen pictures on the internet, you've seen pictures of the plane crash, when the cockpit hit the trees and crushed all up, it just crushed the plane. And you'll see that on the pictures of the actual plane versus what we had, they're different positions. Because when the people started tearing the plane apart to get us out, they changed positions of parts. But in the FAA report, I had these guys, and these guys had me use the exact framework that the FAA used. That way, nobody can come back and say, well, that wasn't like that, that wasn't like that. We used the exact photograph of the FAA report. So the position you see the plane in the FAA report is not exactly the crunching that it was. It was like a beer can crunched up. But the FAA report, that way nobody can say, well, that wasn't like that. And so, I'm getting senile. Hold on a minute.
Does somebody else have another question? There's two right up here.
One at a time.
Yeah, I just want to know what Ronnie Van Zant's favorite song was.
Well, to be honest with you, Ronnie, of his music that he wrote, I can assure you that everyone he ever wrote was song. And Ronnie Van Zant and that Leonard Skinner band, if you see on the radio 40-something years later, their music is still played. And their songs that they play on the radio. Very few bands can have that many songs that are ever played on the radio. You have one hit song, you made your point. But all of their songs today is still being played. And old Leonard Skinner, whoops, we just lost her. We lost the fire. Hang on a minute. Get on the